Welcome back to Messages from the 90s. This is going to be for Pisces. So, okay, so two things. So, during your shuffle, some cards fall out. Maybe you've been paying attention to other people, their lives, their situations. Maybe you feel like you're not at a place where you want to be or should be. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough. Maybe you feel like you're ill-equipped. Maybe you're chasing something, money, love, whatever. And you feel ill-equipped. You feel like you're incapable. You feel like you have to do stuff a certain way, or you have to be this person, or whatever this is. It's what I'm picking up, that maybe you need to look internally. You need to stop looking outside of you. Get off of social media. Stop looking at other people's lives. Whether it's family, friends, foe, lovers. Everybody goes through their own struggles and battles. And you may not know about it because a lot of people are not posting it. They're posting their highlight reel and not everything else in between. It's rare that we post our traumas, our issues, our pain. For one, when we do, people love to judge and talk shh. When we don't, people love to judge and talk shh. So it's kind of a lose-lose if you think you're losing. And I feel like that's the mentality, excuse me, you might have right now, Pisces, where you're not speaking up, or you are speaking up, but it's still not working. Like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Or you're just completely not being honest with your situation, and you're not seeing clearly other people's situation and what they've gone through or what they may be going through. Just because it looks good, it looks pretty, it looks shiny, doesn't mean it necessarily is. Somebody can take an old rusted down bike from 1920s and spray paint it, and for that brief moment, maybe a day, a week, a month, a year, and it can look brand new, but eventually that stuff is going to come out. That whatever is not healed, the truth, the reality. So I know we have a society that is kind of moving into telling their truth. And then we have people that still are in the aspect of keep it to yourself. Now that leads me to this idea that I had on the way back home, that, and this is just personal, and maybe this is for you to start to look at situations like this, that I am so grateful for the things that I've been through. And it's not that I'm grateful for the pain, for the hurt, for the drama, for the chaos, for the trauma, but I'm grateful for the lessons that I learned in those situations, because I wouldn't be who I am today had it not been for those things. I'm grateful that even when I put myself in situations, God came and got me out of those situations. When other people put me in situations that was out of my control, God came and fixed those situations, got me out of those situations. I'm grateful that God has never let me down, let me fall, no matter what it was, whether it was self-induced, whether it was other people's doing, whether it was just something that had to happen. I don't take anything for granted. Is maybe that's what I'm looking for. Gratitude, yes, but don't take anything for granted. Don't take your situations for granted. Don't take the people in your life for granted. Don't take what you may deem as a loss for granted. It's a lesson in it. I think that's just okay. 5:30. What do we have for Pisces? And when I say that, okay, so okay. Don't take it for granted. Know your limits, your boundaries, to have discernment, right? So let me just give an example. So when I got pregnant with my daughter, I had a lot of drama and chaos going on, whether it was from people from my past or whether it was dealing with my family or her father and his family and his drama and his girls. Drama to the point all around, from people from my past to her father's side, were wishing real ill things on me and my unborn daughter. Some people thought I was faking being pregnant. Some people wished for us to die, if I could just be honest. And when I gave birth to her, so I struggled through the whole pregnancy. Like, I couldn't eat, couldn't keep anything down. The only weight I gained went to her, and she was born at 5 pounds. I lost more weight being pregnant with her than I gained. It was a tremendous blow on my health as well. But when I went to go have my daughter, I labored for 17 hours and end up going into distress. And when she was born blue. She wasn't breathing. And it took them 3 minutes and some change to get her back. I named her Phoenix. I could have easily looked at it as people wishing this upon me, as punishment for something that I did. Maybe the abortion I had years prior to that. What was that, 5 years before? 4 years before? I could have looked at it as that. I could have looked at it as people speaking it over my life. But I looked at it as a blessing and an opportunity to have gratitude, to be appreciative. And so even though my kids, because both of my pregnancies were crazy. My son is a whole nother story. I look at it as an opportunity not just to say, okay, my kids are here, like we need to, but my kids are here. There was a moment my daughter was not in this world. And because of that, yes, they may get on my nerves as kids do. They may be rambunctious. They may ask 17,000 different questions. They may do stuff I don't want them to do. They may be trying to figure out stuff on their own, whatever. But I always think back to the time where I could have not had these moments. I could have not been their mother. They could have not been my children. They could have not been Earthside. And no, I'm not thankful for the things that I had to endure prior to having my kids. Or I'm going to say not thankful, but, enthusiastic. Because I am thankful. I'm grateful. There's always lessons, but it helped me not to look at those situations with animosity, right? Because I looked at the miracles God worked. God brought my baby back from the dead. I looked at all the things that people said and wished upon us. And to be honest, I had to pray for them because words come back. And it's not going to say I had to pray for them. I wanted to pray for them. Because one thing I do know, God has always circled the block for me, right? No matter what anybody has done, said, no matter what I've gotten myself into, no matter what other people got me into, God has always managed to get me out of things. He has always protected me. And because I know that things come back to the people who, are not so kind and nice to me, I do pray for those people because they don't know what they do. And because they don't know what they do, they don't know what's coming to them. So, Pisces, when I say be thankful, be grateful, it may take you looking at the very small details. Like, well, I lost my house, but at least that's a bill I don't got to worry about. Okay, well, I had to start a new job. Well, that's a new skill I can learn. There's something in here I can learn. There's somebody here that I can effect, infect with love, with kindness, with, no toxicity stuff. You're going to have to find the silver lining in your situations. You're going to have to find that lesson, that blessing. Pain cannot be your perspective. I'm thankful. My great-grandmother, who is still alive, she does not like my daughter's name. She doesn't respect my daughter's name. And she refuses to understand why I named my daughter that. But see, that's like most people. They see from their perspective, from their own perception, from how they grew up, from what they were taught. And a lot of people are not willing to just even bend slightly to allow somebody else to just, hey, well, maybe it's not that way. Maybe it's this way. Well, maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe you can do this. Well, maybe you should do this and not do, right? We have a hard time seeing things from other people's point of view because we're human. And especially with our older generation. But if my great-grandmother took the time to just sit and listen to the fact that my baby wasn't breathing, she literally has a kiss by an angel. Like, if you look that up, it's a marker for when kids or anybody goes through a traumatic experience. She has the kiss of an angel in the back of her head. My daughter used to tell me stories about my brother taking care of her in heaven before she came to me. And how he used to let her play on his phone. and how she wanted to calm. When she was young, she's a lot older now, but when she was a toddler, she used to talk about heaven all the time. She used to talk about God, and she used to talk about my brother. We have so many things to be thankful for, even when it doesn't feel that way. And I know it's, but I've been through enough to know we have so much to be thankful for, even when it doesn't feel that way. Even when we can't make sense of things, even when we can't see clearly. And I'm so sorry, 15:45. I did not know I was this deep in and have not pulled one card yet. Okay, Pisces, somebody, maybe I needed that. All right, what do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? Pisces, 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 Pisces. Ace of Cups. We got Ace of Cups that fell out first. I'm trying. I gotta reposition my lights. All right, Ace of Cups, Sister Act 2. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. And then we got Moses, Prince of Egypt, the star card that fell out. Behold the power of God. So Pisces, this is like all God right here. He's doing something new in your heart, your mind. It may feel like a Rubik's Cube, like you can't figure it out, like you're stumped. Maybe you're trying to be all logic, all mind, and no heart. Maybe you're tired of playing. Tired of the ups and downs. Tired of the clashing. But we got, behold the power of God. God is doing a new thing, Pisces. And you're going to have to change how you see something, how you view something, how you feel things. Or you're not going to necessarily have to change. God is doing this for you. You might not have no hand in this. The Hierophant, Whitney Houston. I'm either my best friend or my worst enemy. So yeah, you very well may be trying to split yourself into good, bad, light, dark, mind, heart. And I'm getting the feeling that God is going to do some separating. Or God is going to call you to separate. Maybe from tradition. Maybe from an organization. A religion. Maybe it's from the need to receive recognition. What else for Pisces? We got Six of Pentacles, Space Jam, what's going on? So there may be some haze or fog around your stability, your finances. Maybe you're trying to collaborate or work with a team of people, whether that's at your job, at your family, friends, you starting a business, but you're trying to get that abundance, money, stability. Let's see. Judgments. So we got Luann Johnson. Judgments. We want to die. We choose to die. Knowledge counts, but common sense matters. So here we go with the knowledge and common sense. So what is this for Pisces? What is the Hierophant? The Six of Pentacles with the Judgment for Pisces. Take a chill pills in reverse on the floor. What is this for Pisces? 2138. It says remember who you are, but it fell on the floor, so we're going to put it back. What else do we have for Pisces? So maybe you're looking at the choices you've made and where you've messed up, where you feel like you've messed up. Queen of Cups, Michael, you got to learn to laugh. It's the way to true love. So that's essentially the aspect of learning gratitude, gratefulness, thankfulness, learning the lesson in the loss, seeing the blessing in the loss, taking the opportunity to appreciate that in that moment. Okay, I'll come make it in a second. Go sit down in the house, son.
Daddy said it was ready. It's not.
Okay. I need you to go work on reflex. Nine, 5, 4, 23, 24. Pisces. What else for Pisces? Given that something's okay, I talked about my babies, so, and then we got this Michael card. And if anybody has seen the movie about the angel Michael, this scene, he actually resurrects the dog. The dog gets hit by the car and is killed, and then he is resurrected. He brings the dog back to life. So, it may be something that you're choosing to resurrect. maybe it's not you doing the choosing. Maybe it's God doing the choosing. And he's bringing judgment, calling judgment, and he's resurrecting something that looked dead in your life. Maybe he's resurrecting your heart posture, your heart, your emotions, your love, your ability to laugh. What else for Pisces? Because he's going to give me about 10 more minutes and then he's going to come ask again. And I don't blame him. Two of Swords fell out on the floor, asked Jeeves, which is also my God card. A lot of it is I attribute to God. So, who, what, when, where, how. Maybe you're trying to figure out, well, when is something going to happen? How is something going to happen? And God is telling you to consult with him. He's in control. He pulls the plays. What else for Pisces? You don't have that many cards coming out for Pisces. Pisces. We got the Magician. Steve Urkel, did I do that? Maybe God bringing your dog back to you. Maybe as in literal dog or as in figurative, like a dog, a male dog, a cheater, a liar. Maybe they're being renewed, transformed. But then we got the Magician. Did I do that? That's still giving me creating, transforming, resurrecting. And we got Page of Cups, Matilda. Was it magic or just a coincidence? She didn't know. It is said that we humans only use a tiny portion of our brains. Matilda might have never have discovered her great own strength of mind were it not for the events of that very next day. So maybe this is about you discovering your strength, your heart, your mind, your ability to make it through tough times. This very well could be something you tried to do to resurrect something that was dead. Or this could be God allowing this to happen to resurrect, or allowing these, not to resurrect, but allowing these circumstances or situations to happen to provoke or pull out that strength, that magic within you. Helps. I mean, basically the blessing and the lesson. I mean, the blessing and the loss, the lesson in it is the blessing in it. Even if that means getting to know yourself more and who you truly are. What else for Pisces? The World upside down. Boy Meets World. Life's hard. Wear a helmet. So your world may be upside down, but it's not necessarily on top of you. You may very well only have one foot planted deeply on the ground. You might be a little bit off balance, tired of these cycles, these changes, but it looks like it's ending. What else for Pisces? 30-50. It's possible Cinderella. The High Priestess, Cinderella. Okay, what is this? The world upside down with the High Priestess for Pisces. Give me a card to clarify this energy. A different world just fell out. It's very interesting. We got the world upside down, the High Priestess Cinderella, and then a different world. 8 of Pentacles. Dus nodum te confessit. God has not yet finished you. So one day I really feel like it's going to be a squirrel in here just chilling. And it's going to scare the shit out of me. So maybe you are doubting how this will benefit you, how you can become a better person through this pain, adversity, trauma, chaos, the world being upside down. But you need to trust yourself, understand that it's possible. Use your discernment, use that inner voice, that God voice that tells you, hey, you can do it. Keep going. Keep moving. Move this way. Move that way. It says God has not yet finished you. Your world may be upside down right now, but that's because God is just trying to change it. He's trying to bring you more color. He's trying to show you a different world, take you different places that you may not have been. Maybe this is calling you to get outside of the small world that you know and expand yourself, expand your horizons, travel, learn new language, do something different. Create your own world. That's technically what Cinderella did, her fairy godmother. Whitney Houston came through with the sham bam, thank you ma'am, zippity bippity boppity boop, and her ass was Cinderella. From Cinder or Ella to Cinderella. From rags to riches. But it was only after she realized it was possible. It was only after she took stock of what she had been through and all that she was in order to see this different world, in order to move towards something bigger, something greater. Ten of Cups, Babs. Man, we're worse than we started out. Maybe, but maybe not. Some things are just priceless, you know, Mick. I promise. All right. Okay, babe. Give me 3 minutes and I'm coming.
Okay.
All right.
3 minutes?
Yes, 3 minutes. 35:30. Child, I don't even know what I'm going to call this. Because I didn't forget what I said already. Pisces. It's a different world than where you come from. Yes, it is now. We got Misty Knight. Are you sure it's answers you want? Misty Knight. Is Misty related to Moon? Probably so. Inquisitive, curious, and the ultimate detective, Misty Knight will find the truth. If you have been seeking answers, Misty is here to validate that you're on the right track. But are you sure you want to solve the mystery? Information cannot be unlearned, and this card offers you the choice to either continue the hunt or make peace with the unknown. Interesting. All right, what we got for Pisces? Something better is coming. What else for Pisces? I told him 3 minutes. I got 30 seconds left. Well, I got a minute left, actually. Get off of social media. So that came out when I was shuffling before. Learn something new. You are magical. Everyone is not the same. So don't treat everybody like they're the same. Everybody is not going to hurt you. And everybody ain't going to do you good either. Discernment. You don't know it all. All you have is all you need. Trust in the fight, but it's all working out. Rest your body. That is all working out. No weapon form will prosper. Love yourself. What else for Pisces? Your inner child needs you. Third eye was trying to pop out, but it didn't. Tomorrow's a new day. Try again tomorrow. We got the galactic chakra above your hair, divine knowledge, divine gifts, 333. Let's do 2 more for Pisces. God gave you a brain, so use it. God gave you a brain for a reason. Use it. 1 more for Pisces. 2 more for Pisces. Interesting how that was the last card that fell out. Life doesn't stop, so you can't either. Add gratitude. All right, Pisces. 3944.